Hello, this is Gio, and what you're looking at here is my 1980 Gottlieb James Bond 007 pinball. Now, I've always had a lot of fun with this pinball game. I have some others there, but I really do enjoy this game, but more recently it's been giving me some problems. Some of the pop-up bumpers haven't really, or drop targets haven't really been working that well. Some of the sound doesn't seem to turn on when certain switches are on. And I'm sort of attributing this to the driver board, which is inside the head here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out the driver board, and I'll show you how to do that today. And so this is the new driver board, which I'm going to be replacing. And it's not exactly like the old one. It's pretty much been redesigned. It's hopefully a little more efficient. This is from Rotten Dog Amusements. And it's just a lot of transistors there and some circuitry, and I'll open up the cabinet and show you what the existing one looks like. But they're generally designed to do the same thing. They're to kind of control the switches and other components in the pinball. Now this one, I think I purchased this one for around $100, and there's the Rotten Dog Amusements, but there's also a couple of other brands. Now this driver board is a System 80 Gottlieb driver board, so it's designed for the Gottlieb pinball and for System 80 machines. So this one can actually be used in a whole variety of pinball games that work on the System 80 system. So not only the Gottlieb 007, but also a whole host of Gottlieb games. Okay, so I've opened up the head of the pinball, and you can see a number of boards here, at least 4, and a number of other components. But the board I'm interested in replacing is this lower one, lower right-hand one, and this is the System 80 Gottlieb driver board. Now before I take this out, I just wanted to kind of compare the two boards. And again, they're not identical, but the plug-in portions where these connectors go in are very similar. Like this little slot here will fit here, this larger one here will fit there, and so this top one, etc. So it should just be pulling these connectors out and replacing where they're pre-designed here. So I'll start with just removing the existing connectors. Okay, so just with my hands, I'm just going to carefully remove these connectors. Kind of lift them up gently. You can damage the boards and the connectors if you're not careful. So this is the J1 connector. I'll do the bottom ones. Just kind of carefully remove them. And then with all the connectors off, I'm just going to, there's little tabs here which helps remove them. Might need some pliers to do this. And I'm just squeezing the little tabs with my nails. But let me get some pliers. Okay, so I just have some needle nose pliers. Hopefully this will help me get them off. Now anytime you use tools like this, you got to be careful. Although this board is damaged, I don't want to damage it further because I could perhaps repair some of the components here and reuse it in a different machine. So in this case, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs. I'm just carefully squeezing the tabs and working them out of the hole here. And there we go. This board is completely out. Okay, so this is the new Rotten Dog Amusements board, and they design it to fit into the Gottlieb machines, so all the little holes that you put in these tabs should all be in about the same location. Let's try to keep this a little out of the way. And so I just want to make sure that these things will go inside, and looks like all the holes will fit. So just carefully try not to damage. Again, anytime you're installing boards and components, there is a risk that you can damage a new board, and you don't want to do that. That should be in correctly. And now it's just a matter of going ahead and plugging in the connectors. Now if you look right here, you know, there's 5 connectors here and then a series here, and they should all match up. And all of these connectors are different in their length and the number of little pins that they will hold. So they should all be unique for there shouldn't be any problems getting these in. If you're confused about which connectors go where, you should probably get some help. So you don't damage the board. And there you go. So they should all be properly installed. And that should be it. There's no switches to switch it for this particular machine. It should all kind of work. Just plug and play. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the machine. There's some indicator lights, make sure everything runs. And I don't have to shut the door to do this. And there you go, the machine is on. The light's on. Things are cycling correctly. Hopefully, when I turn this on, it'll work. Okay, let's show you the game in play, and I'll turn it off, shut everything down, and we'll see how it plays. We'll go ahead and try to turn it back on. It'll go through its cycle. Seems like it's working okay. Put a credit in there. Credit seems to record. Go ahead and turn on. Everything seems to cycle okay. Let's try a game. The sound seems to work okay. The pop-up bumpers work. Oh, sucked already. So one of the things were those drop targets. Once I hit that, those weren't cycling through correctly. Let me see if I can get one hit. Okay. The sound seems to be working better. They seem to be reacting with the drop targets. Okay, there. So those two have been gone down. I'm going to sink the ball. And before, these wouldn't pop back up after the cycle. So they drop, and they're correctly set. So everything seems to be working now. The sound is a lot better. I wasn't having problems with the sound per se, but they weren't syncing very well with different targets. So when I hit a target, the wrong sounds would go on, or sounds would turn off completely. So, all right. Well, that seems like it works really good. Now again, now the new the Rotten Dog amusements board did come with the specs here, so you can kind of track where the components are going. So that's kind of nice. They didn't really come with instructions, but hopefully this video will give you sufficient information so you can install a new one yourself. And so I hope this video helped you out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.